Hey everybody, I'm back. Video 42 of 365. My name is Samantha. I'm a therapist and I'm doing a video every day for a full year to kind of get over my fear of public speaking and social anxiety and all that good stuff. So I'm back. Yesterday's video, oh man, it's such a journey doing all this. Yesterday's video, I had probably every problem you could possibly think of that happened technology-wise. So I didn't even get it up until, I don't even know what time it was. At 11 o'clock, it said it was processing still, and I was like, I gotta go to bed. So I let it process overnight, and then this morning there was an issue with it, and then I had to re-upload it and reprocess and all that stuff. So sorry about last night's video, because it went up, I think, today at 1 p.m. and normally they go out at about 11 p.m. the night before. So technically you're going to get 2 videos today from me, but I did film yesterday, so I didn't miss a video. It's going to look like it now on my list of videos, but I didn't miss one. So, and that's kind of the point of today's video. I thought about it before I came on. I'm going to do a little shorter one today because I am tired today. Oh my gosh. And it's Sunday and I've been getting caught up on work and all kinds of stuff. So, I thought, I'll just pop in here real quick and give a little pep talk. So, one of the first things I was going to talk about was, have you ever felt rejected by someone? I was going to talk about rejection and then I thought about what I'm going to lead into, but, so I thought about rejection and self-rejection. How are you rejecting yourself? How are you keeping yourself from doing what you really want to be doing? And I know I was doing that probably not my whole life, but certain times of life where I really wanted to do something and I just felt like I couldn't, or oh no, it's not the right time to do this. It was all about timing. For me, there kind of was a perfect time in a way to do it. I think if I would have started YouTube before now, I wouldn't be as confident, and I don't know, but I actually wasn't that confident the day I first filmed my video either, my first video. So I think confidence grows as you do something. You don't really get confident before. So that's the paradox of it all. So I just wanted to plant a seed in your mind to ask yourself, where am I rejecting myself before I even get started? That was something I was doing. I was like, oh man, people are going to judge me on how I look, how I talk, my voice, the lighting, the camera, what it sounds like, all those things. And it takes away from the message that you're trying to get out there to people, the mission that you have, that you're trying to, succeed in. And so there are people out there that need what you have to give. They're out there. And when I heard someone say that, I thought, man, I really need to let all this other stuff go, because I know I can do this and I know I can help a lot of people. And so I'm going to keep going no matter what. And so, last night, I have had so much technology, so many technological problems, can't even talk. And I've had so many friends of mine say, I could not even do that. I have no idea how you're doing it. And it hasn't been easy. I don't think I've cried yet, which is really a good thing, because in the past I might have gotten so frustrated. You know how you get so frustrated when you cry, you're tearing your hair out, can't figure out what to do. And so thank God there's YouTube and the internet and everything to look at to help you. But I haven't once wanted to give up on myself. Now, each day that I film a video, I see it on my calendar and I'm like, oh man, I got to do this, and the later in the day it gets, the more almost not dread, but kind of stress I feel around it. I'm like, oh man, what if something happens with the technology tonight and I'm up late again, And so I'm going to start filming earlier. You adjust to your stressors, basically. You identify what is stressing me out and what could prevent this from stressing me out. What do I need to do to adjust my life? So, but I really encourage you to think, is there something that you're passionate about that you're not doing, or something that you're excited about that you're not doing in your life? Because whatever it is, I highly encourage you to look at it and say, when am I going to do this? Because you know, tomorrow could be our last day. You never know. So you got to get in there and start doing it. Do the thing, as they say. Do the thing. The thing for me was YouTube. That was the first step because I'm wanting to build a business and from this and take it. I've got a lot of ideas. I've got a big vision for it. But I was getting overwhelmed, and each piece seemed so large that I couldn't do it. So I had to get rid of things in order to make space for this. And so I spent months just getting rid of physical items, getting rid of negative thoughts in my head, just really thinking like, someday I'm going to do YouTube. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do videos. I did not know I was going to do a video every single day. I don't know where that came from. It came from Russell Brunson and Myron Golden. I think those were the main two that I heard say, do a video a day for a year and you'll never have to worry about money again. That's what they said. And I thought, man, that is such valuable advice because you get better every day. Like, I'm not nervous to turn on the camera so much anymore. Every now and again, I'll get a little butterfly. I'm like, oh, what am I going to talk about today? And I noticed in one of my videos a couple days ago, I say, a lot. I listened to it and I heard it and I said, a lot. And I was like, oh man, I gotta watch that. So you never know. You don't know what you don't know until you know. So you have to just start, whatever it is, just do it. And it doesn't matter what you look like or sound like or anything. There's going to be somebody out there. I mean, I've seen people that I don't even know what they're doing, and they've got like 10,000 followers. I don't even know what they're doing. It's a show about nothing, like Seinfeld. I mean, that means something to somebody. It really does. So you have something to give. You have a life to live. Live it. There's a again. See, I got to get past that. So you have a life to live. And I really encourage you to live excited and passionate every single day. I am excited about my cup of coffee in the morning. I'm excited about completing tasks and taking care of the cats every morning and, just like tending to the life that I've built and the clients that I see and all of it. Maintaining the relationships in my life and nurturing them and nurturing myself. And so when you look in the mirror today, instead of noticing the negative side of things, I want you to notice the really beautiful parts of you that you've been not acknowledging probably your whole life, that you overlook. Look into your beautiful eyes and say, I love you and you're worth it. Because I bet you maybe not many people have said that to you in your life. So you have to be the one to not self-reject. You've got to pump yourself full of positive affirmations because you're affirming all day long for something. So you might as well affirm for positivity and things that maybe haven't happened yet. Like I've said in all my videos, create knowings with no evidence. Just start knowing who you are. Figure out who you want to be first. Who do I want to be? And then start being that person. And I promise you, you'll shift your whole identity. It'll shift so fast. And it'll feel so good that you won't want to go back to the other dark side of things. I know that's where I was. So I'll leave you with that today. I could ramble on and on, but I'm going to stop so my camera doesn't overheat. That happened yesterday too. And it ended the video at the end. So if you hear my videos and they just end abruptly, of course, I always write a comment, but if you don't see the comments and you're on a TV, that's what happens with my videos. They sometimes, the camera overheats. The phone used to overheat. Now the camera is overheating. So I'm learning 1% better every day. So remember to be 1% better every day and enjoy your now moment. All you have is right now. You're safe and you have everything you need in this now moment. And then the next now turns into a next now and a next now and a next now. And then pretty soon you're in your future. So it really does work like that. So I encourage you to, again, look in the mirror, tell yourself I love you and you're worth it. And get out there and figure out what it is that lights you up and go freaking do it. Take the first step today, whatever that is. If it's just looking in the mirror and saying, I love you, do that because you're worth that. You're worth everything. So start telling yourself, I am everything, and just go with that. And I will leave you today, and I will be back tomorrow. This video will go up tonight. How exciting. I'll make sure it gets up. So thank you so much for listening, and I love you all. And feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment, or not do any of that. Either way is fine with me. So you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and I'll see you later. Bye.